top, you know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Lost him at, but maybe I ain't lose him at all. Maybe I keep moving forward.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Second-round pick from April's draft. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And he's up past the 20 with the 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
You look at this Steeler defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down.
Play action. Now Dart. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Looking high its way once again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun is Dart. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Dart. The pass is caught by Kane Otten. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another Giants first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Steelers at 6-10 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Up the middle they go. It's Porter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18.
From the gun on 3rd down. Howard. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it'll be intercepted. A little joke. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Warriors 70, Viking 18. Hurt. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Porter. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Here we go. Bracco 80. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Watch the back on this play. Check out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Ready. 19 Tigers.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Sly on for the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Steeler defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw now, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Throwing his dart. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. On first down, Sampson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Ha!
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Dart. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here's Dart. Going for the deep ball. That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Dart. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Swift, Rocco! Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run on first down. It's Porter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Riggs. 79 Broncos. Check go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34. 112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 3rd and 2.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Howard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, that was your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Porter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Abdul Carter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain an 18-point lead. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Sampson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Dart going to look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Start this drive out on the ground. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Howard. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him 7 there in the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Howard on play action. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play.
Giants 10.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sampson. just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Pass complete to Addison. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Dart. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Dart to throw on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
But to throw once more, here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
The Giants will
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Will get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Porter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19, go.
Back to throw. Howard. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
10 at the 31-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Steelers 39, Giants 18.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Touchdown! Cade Otton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants get a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Powering his way forward. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Jack, at the 49-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Off play action. Howard. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a handoff up the middle. Porter. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 38.
70 left, Buffalo 18. Go.
Off the play fake. Howard. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Freiermuth, 37 yards. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they'll accept that penalty.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To throw now, Dart. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Chauncey Golston.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Bravo 80. 60 Mavericks.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Howard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Up the middle they go. It's Porter. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On first down, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Panther 60, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want for you.
Hawk 70, Hawks.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and 6. Play fake, and here's Dart. Looking deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
To him on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This 2nd and 4. This is going to be a Steelers first down. As good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, it was too little, too late as they finish off the regular season with a mark of 7-10.